Hello, vinyl community. This is Chuck coming back to you from beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to share with you my vinyl finds from February 20th, 2020. Just got a few here at the thrift store. A lot of these are actually new, so I'm not sure of maybe only one artist on one of these I'm familiar with. So we'll start with the smaller records first. Okay, and let's see here. Now we all know about Nicolette Larson and her song "Lot of Love," and from 1978, I believe. This one's from the year I was born, and this one's 1980. How can we go on? And I only want to be with you. So plan on checking that one out. Pretty decent shape. These were like very cheap. I think this is actually like brand new, actually, this one. Actually, which kind of is. I thought this was an interesting title. Also, the label, a little bit of a label flaw. Paper Columbia. It's a little wrinkled there and folded in the middle. Harry Truman, Chicago, and Till We Meet Again. Got the black star there on both sides, circular pointed star thing here. So I'm not sure about those two songs, and those are from 1975. The Harry Truman title definitely grabbed me. And here's another one, the Palm Tree Warner Brother label. So it's a little before the Nicolette Larson. This is from 75. Paloma Blanca. And then Dreamboat by the George Baker Selection. So both have decently long times. This one actually has 4 minutes and 25 seconds, so see the beams of light, which is cool. So I'm be curious to hear what those sound like. I got itchy. Okay, sorry about that. And then we have the albums I got. I've heard of Ronnie Milsap. I actually trimmed down my country western collection. I can't remember if I got rid of the albums I originally had his. A third of my collection's in storage right now, and the rest of it's here in my apartment. And my apartments and places of living keep getting smaller and smaller. So unfortunately, I have to I'll still have a decent collection, but I have to trim it down some to get everything to fit in this apartment and get it organized better. Yeah, I moved a little bit, almost a year ago, and I'll tell you, it's taken me a while to settle in. So I have a good bit in going through stuff, but Ronnie Milsap, it was almost like a song. Nice album here. 1977. They brought Little Nipper back. I think actually it was about that year, I believe. But actually 77, I think, was to bring back a Little Nipper. And I still kind of a plain label, but they brought the Nipper back, which I'm glad they did in 1977. I guess from about late 68, mid 68 till about nearly a decade, no Little Nipper on the labels, and they brought him back. So here's an old, definitely a 1950s, maybe even early 1960s cap. Valentino Tangos and Hi-Fi. And that's songs like Jealousy, Tango of Roses, Adios Muchachos, Porque, La Capricita, that one I've heard of, Inspiracion, Media Luz, Chic of Arabia, No Other Love, and others on there, Nostalgias, track listing there. So it's Orchestra de Granados, directed by Jamie Jardine. It's a pretty old cap label there. Not like the old black one with the actual hat. Sorry I handled it like that. And for the third, yeah, so it came in threes with what I bought. I had not much money, but it was the day after my birthday, and since it was my 2 days off that week, the day after my actual birthday, I figured myself fun and check the records again at the thrift store I was just at on the 15th, 5 days earlier. I actually looked through them. Tony Bird of Paradise. Now, it has a $1 sticker on it from where it was sold previously. Never heard of this guy. Very curious. The liner notes say, to hear the voice of Tony Bird for the first time is a unique and indelible experience. Much like his native content of Africa, Tony's voice covers an incredibly varied terrain. So, just reading the beginning of that is interesting. These are the songs on it. Can make that out. Oh yeah, and I didn't tell you the track listing of at least or show it to you well. Ryan Millsap track listing. I can make that out. So, and last but not least is this. Sounds like Carole King Fantasy. And here it says sounds like. Now, I had this when I was the second incarnation of collecting 8 tracks in in the 90s. Mid-late 90s, I collected 8 tracks and I got rid of mostly all of them. Or no, that was incarnation number, I guess it's only a second time, I guess. But I don't have it no more. I don't know what happened to it. No, I did get rid of them. This was from the mid-90s. I got rid of them and only about a year or so later, by like 98, I started collecting 8 tracks again. So this was from the second incarnation of collecting 8-track tapes. But mine was different. It just said a tribute to Carole King. But when I looked at the track listing on eBay, I got this for like maybe $4 or $5 it was, and it plays just fine, nicely. I like the generic version, the non-legit version of this Carole King album for some odd reason, because it was the first version I ever heard, and I kind of like it a little bit more. And actually, it's quite enjoyable. But that's what was in the background while I was showing my other records. So shouldn't hopefully get flagged. It was just for background music, no copyrights, infringements, trying, to disrespect anybody's work. But I doubt if, hopefully it shouldn't get flagged because it's actually not actually even her. Somebody just sounds like her, and the arrangements are a little bit different. Quite different, actually. So, to that Fantasy album. But that's it for now. Stay tuned for my next video, which I'll be uploading actually right after this one. The last album, I believe, that was made by the Skyliners from 1978, which is their self-titled album, which actually includes the song The Love Bug, with original member Janet Vogel rap, and then a member of the Jaggers is on it too. Jimmy Ross, I believe. So, we'll be showing you that in edition 411. Everybody have a great day. Take care.